Hi friends, welcome to Leela Kids channel. In this video we are going to see 10th standard English supplementary unit 6, The Little Hero of Holland. Based on the understanding of the story, complete the graphic organizer suitably. Page 186. Title: The Little Hero of Holland. Setting: a dike above the seawater. Characters: Peter, Peter's mother and father, Peter's blind friend, people of Holland. Theme: sacrifice to save the country. Plots: father work in the Duke as a dike as a gatekeeper. Mother sends Peter with cakes to visit his blind friend. Peter notices a leak in the dike while returning. He plugs the hole with his finger the whole night to save his people of Holland. Brave little hero Peter saves Holland from drowning. Climax: Peter stays at the dike with his finger in the whole night in cold weather with his finger stiff and nubbed. Next morning passers-by saved him and mended the hole. Peter saved Holland. Values highlighted: love and concern for the nation, determination to save the people, dedication towards the motherland. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Based on your understanding of the story, answer the following questions in 1 or 2 sentences. What are the little children of Holland aware of? The little children of Holland were aware that the dikes must be watched every moment and that a small hole can be very dangerous. What are the work assigned to Peter's father? Tending the gates of the dike was the work assigned to Peter's father. He opened and closed the gates when ships entered the sea from Holland. Why did Peter's mother call him? Peter's mother called him to go and give the cakes to his blind friend. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. How did Peter spend his time with his blind friend? Peter stayed with his poor blind man a little while to tell him about his walk along the dike and the sun and the flowers and the ships far out at sea. Why did the father always say angry waters? The father always said angry waters because the sea water lashed on the dikes always. What did Peter see when he stopped near the dikes? When Peter stopped near the dikes, he saw a small hole in the dike through which a tiny stream was flowing. What were the thoughts of the mother when Peter did not return home? Peter's mother thought that he was spending that night with his friend and that she would scold him next morning for staying away from home without permission. How did Peter spend his night at the dikes? Peter put his finger in the hole. He crouched on a stone, bending his head. He did not sleep, though his eyes were closed. He rubbed his hand, thinking that he could stay throughout the night. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Who found Peter in the dikes and what did he do? A man who went for his work heard Peter groaning and found him clinging to the side of the great wall. How did the villagers mend the hole? The villagers brought shovels and mended the hole after hearing the alarm. Based on your understanding of the story, answer the following questions in about 100 to 150 words. Narrate in your own words the circumstances that led Peter to be a brave little hero. Or true story: little boy named Peter rescues his fellow men, sees a small hole, water flows like a stream, thrusts his finger, stops the leaking water. Next morning, people repair the hole, thank Peter. Or hero of Holland: Mary Maps, 8-year-old, saved dike, broke friend, cake, small hole, finger, dog, stood there throughout night. Next morning, people rescued, called him hero. Synopsis: Introduction, across the dikes, little hero. Conclusion. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Introduction. This story is about a little boy who had a brave heart and unconditional love for his village. Across the dikes, Peter was a little boy who lived in Holland. Peter was one of the men who tended the gates in the dikes. Peter's mother wanted him to go across the dikes to meet his blind friend and give him cakes. Peter went there and stayed till evening. When returning, he heard some sound of trickling water. He found a small hole in the dikes. He understood the danger. He put his finger into the hole and stopped the water. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Little Hero. The whole night he stayed there, putting his finger in that hole. His finger became numb. He stayed there the whole night. In the morning, a villager saw Peter sitting there and groaning. He called the villagers. The villagers arrived with shovels and mended the hole. They took Peter to his parents. Conclusion. Thus Peter saved his country. He became the little hero of Holland. Identify the character speaker. I want you to go across the dike and take these cakes to your friend, the blind man. Peter's mother. I am glad they are so strong, Peter. Holland shall not be drowned while I am here, Peter. What's the matter? He called. Are you hurt? Passerby, a man from Holland. Tell them to come quickly, Peter. Rearrange the following sentences in coherent order. He told him about his walk along the dike and about the sun, the flowers, and the ships. When Peter was 8 years old, his mother called him from his play. Then he bade his friend goodbye and set out for home. She wanted him to go across the dike to take the cakes to his blind friend. Peter stayed with the poor blind man a little while. Answers 2, 4, 5, 1 and 3. That is, when Peter was 8 years old, his mother called him from his play. She wanted him to go across the dike to take the cakes to his blind friend. Peter stayed with the poor blind man a little while. He told him about his walk along the dike and about the sun, the flowers and the ships. About the sun, the flowers and the ships. Then he bade his friend goodbye and set out for home. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. The little fellow shouted and screamed. He climbed down the side of the dike and thrust his finger into the tiny hole. It grew still colder and his arm ached and began to grow stiff and numb. This was all very well at first, but soon it grew dark and cold. The flowing of the water was stopped. Answer is 2, 5, 4, 1 and 3. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. The answer is, he climbed down the side of the dike and thrust his finger into the tiny hole. The flowing of the water was stopped. This was all very well at first, but soon it grew dark and cold. The little fellow shouted and screamed. It grew still colder and his arm ached and began to grow stiff and numb. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. One afternoon in the early fall, when Peter was 8 years old, his mother called him from his play. Come, Peter, she said. I want you to go across the dike and take these cakes to your friend, the blind man. If you go quickly and do not stop to play, you will be home again before dark. The little boy was glad to go on such an errand and started off with a light heart. He stayed with the poor blind man a little while to tell him about his walk along the dike and about the sun and the flowers and the ships far out at sea. Then he remembered his mother's wish that he should return before dark, and bidding his friend goodbye, he set out for home. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Cousins, what did Peter's mother want him to do? Peter's mother wanted him to go across the dike and take those cakes to his blind friend. What did Peter's mother advise him to do? Peter's mother advised him not to indulge in playing and to return home before dark. Why was the little boy glad? The little boy was glad to go on such an errand to meet the blind man. What did the little boy tell his friend? The little boy told his friend about his walk along the dike and about the sun and the flowers and the ships far out at sea. What did the little boy remember? The little boy remembered his mother's wish that he should return before dark. இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னா again and again போட்டு பாருங்க. போட்டு பார்க்கறதுனால உங்களுக்கு ஆன்சர்ஸ் மெமரைஸ் ஆகும், எக்ஸாம்ஸ் நல்லா எழுதலாம். All the best. We can meet in the next video. Bye bye.